To start with Sauron, you just start at the very beginning of Tolkien's lore of the Silmarillion, because Sauron is an Ainur, so he's actually created by Eru Ilúvatar, and yeah, so he was there making the music of the Ainur. Actually, one of my favorite lines from The Rings of Power is Sauron. He said something like, "Right, like I was there whenever the first. I've had many names because I was there from the first sound of the world," or something like that. And it's true. He really was there at the very beginning. So yeah, Sauron actually originally started out obviously as a good Maiar. He was under Aulë, the Maiar or the Valar, who was associated with like smithing and crafting, and of Aulë's, like the ones who served under him, the Maiar who served under him, a lot of them actually turned bad. So like Saruman was also a member of Aulë, of Aulë's Maiar, and therefore Sauron, maybe even Sauron and Saruman were probably pretty close actually back then.
Sauron and
Saruman.
Sauron and Saruman
We're both Maiar of Aulë.
Oh, okay,
so
I got you.
So this actually like sort of is maybe a really like a message Tolkien's trying to send, that this idea of like creation, because you think of this with like Feanor too, right? He's also a craftsman. This idea of like creating beauty is like one of the best things you can do, but also one of the most dangerous things you can do, because by creating beauty, you're also like risking taking pride in your work and like elevating yourself above others because of what you can create. You see this like Feanor who like looks down at his brothers, his half brothers, and sees them as less. I think it's true with Sauron too. Then there's this desire for more. And that's also like what Tolkien sees as evil, right? Is that like not being satisfied with where you are, but always wanting more. And this is true of Sauron's master Morgoth, who always wanted to, he wanted to set up his own universe and be the master of his own universe. And eventually he persuades Sauron. So Sauron joins him, and we don't know a lot about Sauron in some of the early stories. Where he really shows up first is Beren and Lúthien's story, actually, where he traps Beren and some elf kings, and he's like called the Lord of Werewolves.